Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Frostpunk. In the last video, we started off on the hellish scenario that is the fall of Winterhome. Got up a couple of houses of prayer, did some sermons. I'm thinking about maybe ripping out some roads here and dropping another house of prayer down. In fact, let's go ahead and start by doing just that. I'm going to take out this little section. And we're going to go Faith. I've never done a Faith playthrough, mind you. This is the first time I've ever done one of these. And then I'm going to do a little road back up to here. Reason being, I want to put some more houses down as well. I took a break between recording the first episode, the one that came out this last Wednesday, and this episode that's coming out today. I'm recording both of them on MLK, and good God, I had the biggest pain in the ass getting just kind of getting my computer to work in between the times through which I had recorded the first episode, went did a doctor's appointment, did some errands for my wife. Somehow everything stopped working on my computers. I was thinking that it was my main monitor, this monitor I've had for about 5 years that died. My recording monitor, the one that I've got OBS running on, this monitor... See if I can make a run on this. I want to try to make a run on the Make Homes Livable thing real quick. Let's go to the temp overlay. We have to do livable for these things. Chili... I have to do 33 houses. One Steam hub right there can do it, and one Steam hub right here can do a lot of it too. So let's go ahead. There's one. There's two. Three. I don't know if that's actually going to do it, but I'm making a run for it. Whilst I can. So I ended up having to run to Best Buy, go get a replacement HDMI switcher. Got that swapped out finally. That was actually on my to-do list. That was something I was going to be using my ad revenue for, is to replace that thing, upgrade it. And then pretty much like unplug the cables, plug them all back in. Unplug, plug. It was just not working well. Okay, we are pulling coal. Okay, this is gonna work. Scouts have reached the steel bridge. So we have the automaton here. And this is what I did previously that screwed up. I sent the automaton to the city. I'm gonna leave it there, but I'm gonna head to the iron deposit and go on there. We do have a bunch of coal arriving here shortly. I got 14 homes. I have 1 hour of coal left. Wooden ruins depleted. He's a sole survivor, badly burned. Hope will raise slightly. Made it! Yes! Didn't die right away, but still, I'm pretty much up shit creek right now. Not just with my computer problems, also. We're pulling off these steel ruins here and here. As soon as those get going, it says no hours left. There we go, 830. We're up to 16 coal. I want to make a run for this. This is not going to end well for me, but what the hell. Doing some upgrades there, and I do need to get the wall drill built as well. That's also going to take 20 wood, so I'm pulling wood out over here, and I should be able to get that wall drill up and running also. But admittedly, the highest priority is to get this going, is to get this cleared out. We're doing flying hunters next. Got 80 people listed as homeless. That's all 8 of those structures being redone. 7 hours to get that finished. We've reached the snow cliff. Got the steam cores. This is several huge crates are buried here, exactly like the ones used to protect steam cores during transport. We got the cracked ice and the freshwater springs. I'll go for the cracked ice. I actually can't remember which one does what. Is there anything in this area? This one I'm gonna turn off. Working children will eat double rations. Hope will rise. So let's go for that. That's gonna help me out. Granted, I don't have a lot of rations available at the moment, so this is gonna be one of those long-term gambles. Okay. Am I seriously that low on stuff? Let's go. I'm gonna put... Yep. So I don't have a ton of coal. Discontent is falling. That's good. 19... I'm not gonna make it for this, which kind of sucks. Got mild frostbite. Can't do a sermon, but that's really going to help me out. It's also... What's the heat radius there? I'm only doing level 1 also. So these are... So we're trying to get livable for everybody. You got 21 of the 33. Yeah. Running low on wood. Let's go ahead and go for that steam drill, or the wall drill right now. And then also drop a street in to get to it. There we go. Almost out of wood. Okay. We've used our first steam core. And we've also reached the iron deposit. A vein of iron ore was exposed by a narrow crack in the ice. This iron deposit is rich and easily accessible. We can set up an outpost here to process the iron ore and send steel to the city. We'll grab that. Then we're going to go for the stone ship. I got more deaths. Was this one? Lack of treatment. We have to clear this stuff out. That's the problem. Flying Hunters has been researched. So we'll go back into here. We have very little wood, but plenty of steel. Need to get those steel seam works going. Yeah, can't do a ton right now because we don't have a lot of wood available to us. Wooden ruins depleted. Got 25 of 33. Thought we were going to make it there. Really did. Let me just pause real quick. I need to see what ruins we have. So we've got a gathering post here. This is very cold, so we can't do much with that. Bunkhouse, bunkhouse. Ruins. Ruins. That's very cold, so we can't touch that one right now. Bunkhouse. That was just cold. I think you're seeing what I'm trying to do here. Also... Yeah. I need to get rid of this one, too. That fighting arena I'll probably move off also. These buildings just right up front are just very inefficient for me. We've got discontent down, but it's the issue of getting everything else done. Okay. That's at 30. Let's get the efficiency upgrade going. That way we're just sipping coal. We got a steam core, we got a bunch of steel. Wood is actually the issue. Wow. 3 sets of ruins just got cleared out. Almost there. Once these 2 are done, I can get some coal mining going. And we do get a thaw coming, but this is the kicker, is that this one comes up right when the temperature drops even further, and it makes it very, very hard to get through. So, Hope's gonna die. This one is out. Oh, yeah, just dismantle that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that building. I got 25 of the 33. Don't get me wrong. I got, I think, a respectable amount. You're up and running, and we are going to long shift you, but we are going to put a heater on in there. Hope falls, discontent rises. Damn, so I slid backwards very poorly here. Let's go ahead and put more workers out on this one. Got 9 hours for the Book of Laws, and this may be where I go adaptation, where I go like radical treatment. So the gravely ill will be treated in medical posts, and then go for like overcrowding to put more people into care houses. Tech-wise, did the upgrade. I don't want to go infirmary, because I'm going to need those steam cores. Discontent's sliding a little bit. But I think a good sermon will help things quite a bit. Let's actually go... I haven't explored the faith one that much. So we have evening prayers. Oh, we shall meet and pray together, not only to warm our bodies, but also our souls. There's a house of healing here, I see. Shrines. Shrines raise the hope of people working nearby, increase the efficiency of nearby workplaces. That would be good, especially out in this area. I could just kind of put one in both of these. Look at all that coal available. I'll make that primarily a children thing. Distinct spot in the Frostland. We found the Shrouded Cave. Let's move on to that. Have I... Yeah, I have researched the faster sleds. Had to remember that too. Okay. Is this one just like the worst? Going to rest after the hunt. Sir, people have started to visit the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be start of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. Okay, we're running critically low on food right now. We also have 560 folks. Damn. Okay, so I can build 2 more out there. I can build like a resource depot or something there. And this thing, I'm heating 2 tents, but I definitely want to move those folks in closer. I also only have 4 wood. Damn. This is offline. That's totally okay. Discontent is just hovering there. I've got 7 days now to clear the rest of the ruins. And then... how about right here? Okay, reach the stone ship. Storm Shelter is available. Let's go ahead and send them out a little bit further. So we have the Steel Bridge, Shrouded Cave, the Weather Station, and... where can I put the other out? New outpost team, can't element, not enough wood. Okay, as soon as I get some extra wood, I'm going to explore the... I want to get that steel outpost going, too. And let's go ahead and fast forward through the night. Okay. Got more workers there. I've got a lot of sick absences, because most of my people are ill right now, and I can't even get them into proper facilities. That's where the faith healing is, I think, really going to come into play. Discontent's falling. We got some coal on the way. Okay. So shrines are 10 and 10. Evening prayers, 20 rations. Don't want to do that just yet. Let's go into here. Here will be kept alive but untreated. Okay, we're going to go for this. We're going to go radical treatment. Raises hope, raises discontent. I know we're going to be fighting that the entire time. At least we'll be saving lives. I just hope I fall ill. Shrouded Cave. Ooh, some food. 101 food. Go for that. We'll go to Freshwater Springs. We'll kind of do a big circle and then come on back. Alright. Yeah, discontent is just hovering right around the 25 mark. Waiting for the food to come back in. Alright, storm shelters arrived. Oh, survivors. As we enter the shelter, a group of scientists and explorers greet us warmly. We have some promising leads, but I'll understand that the exploration of Frostland is given secondary priority under the circumstances, says the team leader. Shall we tell these people to leave their work and move to the city? So we can send them back to the city. We can bring them back to the city, or let them go on without their thing. I'm going to let them go do their own business. And these guys are 16 hours back, and they've got... What are you carrying? You're carrying some steel. Cool beans. The steel's going to be needed. Alright, we got 3 hours. We've got kids in the coal pile. That's all I can do. And this, I'm actually going to keep this as a 14-hour workday thing. There we go. Temp's climbing a little bit. I'm really tempted to do an emergency shift here, but that'd be just super dickish. Burning about 3 coal every tick right now. And that 800 coal, these two have to be cleared today. I have to get these two cleared, and I have to build up those 2 coal mines. What are you heating? Tent, ruins, ruins, bunkhouse, bunkhouse, bunkhouse. People in this tent, I need to move closer to the city, I think. Granted, it is classified as chilly there. Okay. Ruins, we got that going. That's just straight cold. Straight cold. Yep, just gonna send the kids. Okay, 3 steel left. As much as I would love to do a house of prayer, like a workshop next to the house of prayer, I think it's a really bad place to do it. But nope. This bunkhouse is actually in a very bad position, so I'm gonna get rid of this bunkhouse. I'll put 5 on the street. That's totally okay. Straight cold there. Still waiting for these 2. There we go. Resources. Coal mine. Oh, I didn't realize there's another one there. I also need to clear this out. Let's send some kids for that. We got something there. Perfect. Okay. Getting the 2 coal mines built up for obvious reasons. Having coal available. Reducing discontent. Discontent is super low. Hope is really low also. So, let's see. An adult died, promise broken. 310 of the 565 live in your houses of prayer. Essentially what's going to happen is if these kids are not near houses of prayer, in like tents, like here, I'm going to go ahead and move them up into these tents, move them a lot closer to a house of prayer that can start benefiting them. We got plenty of wood coming now. We got plenty of steel coming. Okay. Nope. Something just popped up. Sir, a doctor wants to talk about proving radical treatment. I was a field surgeon in the Boer War, and I worked with the Royal Society to reduce the rate of limb loss in army hospitals. I believe we can devise a method that will cut the number of amputations during radical treatment. Yeah, totally. Do what you need to do. Let's limit the whole chopping off of limbs. Now, for food. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to do all of them, but I do want to upgrade them as soon as possible. Let's go ahead and get some workers in here and in here. Yay! Coal! Let's see, I'm actually going to extended shift these two. It's going to kick discontent up a little bit. You are... Storage limit reached? Oh, here. Okay, so we've got 27 of the 30 ruins, and then we just got to get hope up. Okay, this is done. Let's go ahead and get that out. Generator efficiency is done, and now we're going to go into the... What I want to do. I'm going to need the factory, but I think this is going to get me more workers. Okay, good. We're clearing that out. We're clearing that out. Okay. Look at this ring I've got available of stuff. Let's go ahead and drop some tents down in here. Wait a minute. Before we do that, let's dismantle these superfluous streets. We don't need them right now. Nope, that one goes away. Tent here. Here, here, here. We got a message over here. Most of the ruins have been cleared. So we got to the 30%. Hope is creeping up. And now, so I should take a look at everything. So we've got a lot of tents out in the outer ring still. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crap, I lost count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We've got 16 tents in the outer ring. I could upgrade most of them and make them a little more comfortable, because lack of medical care is the big kicker right now. So, how many engineers do I have before I do that? I got 14. I want to do this. I want to get a second one of these going, just to increase the research time, or I could 24-hour them. Let's do that, and drop a couple medical posts down where available. Yeah, we're going to do those two there. And then these buildings still need to be upgraded. Oh. Let's also put the heaters in these too. People are hungry. Great. Alright, we're going to go for the feeding. Feed all the hungry. It says 15 right now. This number is going to fluctuate as things get worse. Once the flying hangars are operational, of course, we'll be able to start bringing more food back. And maybe I should be looking at soup. Soup will raise discontent a little bit, but it's also going to feed people. The sermon is, I think, very close to being available. Yep, it's going to go down just a little bit more. But a lot of people are living within... more than half of our people have access to this. So I'm probably going to fire off a sermon here as soon as I'm able to. And I can do that 3 times between now and when this ultimatum is due. So I say we just do that. Just keep firing off the sermons. Engineers. Engineers. I need to find the tents that are, like, not even... Oh, yep, here we go. Just get rid of that. Big thing is, if these people can move closer, all the better. Let's do that. Fire off another sermon. 325 living near House of Prayer. Freshwater Springs. More raw food. Found broken tree. And we do have a team that's on its way back, too. So we'll go for that also. And this tent is going to be dismantled. I've got a tent over here. Feed all the hungry. No, still says 15. This number's going to climb rapidly. Alright. We're going to go ahead, send them back out into the Frostland. We're going to send this team out to the Dreadnought. Oh, Outpost. That's what I was going to look into. Resource. Oh, Tech. Outpost Depot. Is there another spot for an outpost? Invalid placement location. Odd. So I could reset this outpost. Alright. Each use raises and lowers temp. But there's that House of Healing I gotta go for. I'm gonna go for that. And I'm gonna go for Shrines. See if this works. We'll do one here. Odd that it doesn't impact the hunters' huts. Ah, there we go. That's a good spot. There's 3 medical posts here. And then I'm going to put one back here as well. Invalid placement location. Oh, dang. Can't put it there. Okay, let's see if this actually works. No idea if it's gonna, but with so much to do we really need to be reminded to pray? At last, someone to say our prayers in peace. Okay. Alright, I am gonna just do max discontent by doing this, by doing an emergency shift to get hunting tactics done. Should have done that earlier. Made a mistake. Okay. Cookhouse. The public house I want to move also. Let's go ahead and... as soon as that's torn down, I'll move it somewhere else. And get that going. Now it's 16 hungry. Yeah, this is... The facing starvation is a moving target, and so far I really, really hate it. But now that this is gone, and this cookhouse can go next, I can move things around a bit. There. It just works right there. Totally fits. The cookhouse I could probably move back here somewhere. Get rid of this stuff. Just... let's see. Resources. Gathering post. You can see all the things that still need to be torn down. Yeah. Plenty of things to be done up. I feel bad doing this to the researchers, but at the same time, I need them. I need this stuff to be working. So far, I'm doing much better than I was in my first attempt through this, because I didn't make it past the whole 15% thing. I went the order route, and I think that was my big mistake, was not going for prayer. What do we got here? Whoa! Like 4 things happened at once. Damn it. Okay. Alright. So that's just going to raise hope. Feel really bad about that. First amputation. Yep, we'll do something about it. I've got 13 hours. So, yep. Just going to have to... we'll see. And speaking of we'll see, we're going to have to see each other in the next video, because we're getting really close to the 30-minute mark. Make sure that this is done. That's being done. I'm going to staff these two, and then we'll call it an episode. We do have some coal being produced. I think once this team comes back, I will reset them. I still want to figure out what this what that is. I think that's an outpost. I just don't know why it's, because it doesn't fit the wall drill stuff. Doesn't fit steelworks. Doesn't fit charcoal kiln. Coal mine? No. Well, Thumper, wall drill, sawmill, gathering post, resource depot. I think... Yeah, I think this is like very limited in where you can put it, but at the same time... I don't know, I think you only get limited to one outpost on this one. The broken tree thing. I am trying to get us out of this video. Frozen forest, let's go ahead and head up that way. Alright. Well, the dreadnought's about to happen anyway, so... Almost. I am trying to cut the video here. It's just not happening. We'll do the dreadnought real quick. The only dreadnought we didn't disassemble, it's stripped of supplies and in need of an overhaul, but otherwise intact. As we climb over the edge of the snow-covered plateau, we feel like ants crawling over an alien landscape towards some gigantic beast. We stop at last a stone's throw from the dreadnought to marvel at its scale. One of the huge machines that brought us here towers above us, cold and silent. It would take an enormous amount of labor and resources to make it usable again. Yet it is still a reminder of everything that we had left behind in our journey north. We decided to leave it intact. We got some food as well. We're going to head off to Barren Hollow. We now have 21 people we need to feed. Let's also put a pause in. Discontent is kind of a moving target, but hope is going to be the big thing. I think the shrines did actually... Yeah. So I think if we go into... like, Moonshine. Every meal lowers discontent. Dueling Law. Discontent reduced permanently. House of Pleasure. Hope falls. Don't want to go that route. Organ transplants. I may go that route. I haven't done that one before. And we also have the House of Healing. House of Healing doesn't require engineers, treats the gravely ill, and gives patients a small hope bonus. The House of Healing slow doing the infirmary. Raise the field kitchen. Raise the temperature at nearby workplaces by a level. I'm definitely going to go House of Healing once I get that available. But for now, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.